All right, Rotarians and friends. Good morning, Sunrisers. To our guests, I'm sorry it's so early. We're just that kind of crazy people. Thanks for being here. Do we have any visiting Rotarians or dignitaries like our district governor today? Don't see any visiting Rotarians. Let's go straight to guests. I know we have Ashley Donnell here. I know that Amanda might like to introduce Ashley.
I can introduce Ashley. Ashley is my wife and also is one of the rowing coaches at Humboldt State and on the Social Equity and Accountability Committee, which is here to speak to you guys.
Awesome. Thanks for being here, Ashley. Well, I know you're going to be talking a little bit later, and you have brought two guests as well.
Yeah, I think I have a couple more, actually. I've got, first I'll go to Michelle. Michelle Bento-Jackson, you might have heard her name, head coach at women's basketball at Humboldt State. She's also co-chair for the Social Equity and Accountability, so you'll actually be hearing more from her today. And then we've got Haley Miller. Where are you, Haley Miller? There she is. Support administration. What's your technical title? Is that right?
Yeah, administrative support coordinator for the athletics department at HSU.
There we go. So she's brand new to us and is amazing this semester. And then we have Tanya. Tanya, where are you? There she is. She is a women's rower, and you'll hear more about why she's here today. And then Marco. Marco is a men's soccer player who's also with us, and you'll hear more when we speak today. So that's our group. Thanks for inviting us all.
Absolutely. Thanks for being here. Brandy, I saw you pop on. Do you have a guest this morning?
Angela has not yet joined us. I hope she will join us.
That's
but Angela Robershot from Service Master by Chronic hopefully will be joining us.
And is now a proposed member, not yet. Okay. Not quite yet. All righty.
She is still a guest. She's just a guest.
Very good. Okay. And I see we have several from Interact here. Would you like to briefly introduce yourselves as well?
Hi, I'm Ava White. I am the membership officer at Arcata High School for Interact. I came last time. I am just wondering if there's any new interactors that would like to introduce yourself to Rotary Sunrise.
Hi, my name's Ian Letts. I'm just a member of Interact, but I'm here.
I'm Taylor Appy. I'm also just a member of Interact, and I'm here too.
I'm Dylan Berman. I'm also just a new member, and I'm here.
I was here last week, but I'm Sari. I'm president of Interact.
I just want to say something. There's no such thing as just a member. If you're a member, you're all in.
I've got a great segue for that a little bit later, Dick. Thank you for saying all in. Ian,
I'll forget it and I'll say it again later. Don't worry.
Okay, fair enough. Ian, you got me. It took me a second to figure out why my camera is off, and oh nope, there I am. So I like your name, dude.
Thank you.
All right, I'm going to go back to a screen share, and we'll get this meeting started in earnest. Everybody see that? All right. So we did have a board meeting last week. We had several guest attendees. Thank you for being there and putting up with our deep conversations. There was a decision that came out of that meeting, believe it or not. We can actually make decisions. And that is our club, the board decided our club shall require volunteers and any hired help to be fully vaccinated against COVID-19 for in-person attendance at our various club activities. That may be a committee meeting, that may be a volunteer opportunity, anything that brings us together in a group. We'll administer the requirements on the honor system. We're all, honorable four-way test living people. And so we won't be asking for the physical proof of that, but we do sincerely hope that our members and friends of our members will abide by that for in-person activities. So thank you. That's the news from the board. Save the dates. We have a lot of things happening. A couple things tomorrow, September 25th. Saturday. We have Eureka Rotary's Blood Drive Challenge. And if you missed that one, note that further down, October 23rd, we have our own club's Blood Drive Challenge, where we'll be asking other clubs to join us over at the blood bank with John. We also have tomorrow's Rotary Youth Exchange fundraiser. It's a golf tournament at Baywood. Who here, I know there's maybe a couple people signed up to play. Our club is a whole sponsor. Jeff, was it you who said you are going to hop on a cart?
Yeah, Chris Hempel from the club and myself are going to hop on a cart, and then 2 other people. Go figure.
Well, thanks for being there. You know, that particular fundraiser and cause is, as you all know, near and dear to my heart. I spent 8 years in administration of Youth Exchange, and this particular fundraiser is for the purpose of helping students who could not otherwise financially do an exchange. Even though Rotary is the most affordable way to go, it's still kind of expensive. So this will help open doors for even more students who are economically disadvantaged and don't have necessarily the same family support as many students do. So thanks for participating in that, and we all wish that a successful event. October on Mondays, all through October until the date of the event, which we'll get to in a moment, Claire. We have planning meetings for Oktoberfest. I've seen some of the emails and the log going back and forth. Y'all are on top of it. Well done. So thanks to the folks that have jumped right in on that. Lisa, I know you were traveling yesterday. You've got the September 28th planning meeting for Taste of the Holidays at home. And if you have a brief moment on that, I know she's going to be making some calls today or this weekend to tap some shoulders. So when you get that call, please say the best answer is no problem. What do you need, Lisa? I'm here for you, right? Okay.
Yeah, I sent some emails out in reference to the meeting, and it was going to be for Monday, but now it's to Tuesday. And I think we're going to follow them up on Tuesdays all the time. And I sent letters out to the vendors, and I'm just hoping that I get a good response back, and we'll go over everything on Tuesday. And then next Friday, we'll have a report of what's happened so far.
Fantastic. Thank you for leading that, Lisa. We appreciate it. Here's the segue, Dick. All in. There was a book I read, I think called Aspire a while back, and it was on the meaning of words and the origin of words. And I think it's fitting for what we've got coming up. We've got Oktoberfest coming up in under a month. Claire, would you like to tell us what you got arranged so far with your committee? I know Cam stepped up as co-chair. Thank you, Cam. And you've got many people helping you both. Claire, oh, there you go.
Too many things open on my computer. Sorry about that. I was going to make sure the bigger version. Is Cam here? He was going to chat a little bit about it. I have to say, you know, if you want something done, you ask a group of Rotarians to do it, because we do have a really tight timeline on this, but we also have incredibly organized people who are full of great ideas and get things done. So Cam, do you want to chat?
Sure. Yeah, we had a meeting Monday about setting that up, and we got off to a great start. We've got another meeting coming up on Monday at 5:30 if anybody wants to jump in. I think it's 5:30, isn't it, Claire, on Monday?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So this is going to be a all hands on deck kind of thing. We're going to set up at the community center on Saturday afternoon and sort of prep some food. Then on Sunday morning between 9 and 2, we'll be putting the meal together and getting it over to the Griffin. Vanessa's been very helpful and is part of our committee and really making it happen. So we're gonna, it'll be a deal where, you know, it'll be a drive-by and similar to Taste of the Holidays and similar to the event that Lisa and her committee did last year. So for Oktoberfest. So I think we're gonna try and get some PR out there. We're going for a gross of about 5,000. So $25 a meal. There's also, you can buy beer or drinks on top of that. And I think that's pretty much it. You know, if you have anything else, Claire or Maggie or anyone on the committee.
It's not vegetarian, let's just say that.
Yeah.
And we have a few different things this year. Vanessa's, well, she's doing her wonderful drinks again to go. And she's also going to make some Black Forest truffles. So that'll be the dessert that'll be added in. And instead of red cabbage, we're going to have, we are going to have sauerkraut with bacon and whatnot.
So
that
those posters
really
are going to be available. Maggie, when will the posters be available to hang?
It went in.
Muted, Maggie.
Sorry, it went out to the committee and to I can send it out to everybody, or maybe I'm getting weird feedback. Sorry, guys. Maybe Ian, you have everyone's on the list. You've got the poster. We could send it out to everybody. And Ed and Sophie are getting it up online so that people, it should go live fairly soon, that people can go to our website and purchase what they need to purchase.
We'll also be putting out the Sign Up Genius here real soon. And so we need some groups of about 10 or so on Saturday afternoon, and then on Sunday, I don't think we've really established that yet, but we're gonna, we'll have that out pretty quick. Probably about 8 people on Sunday at the minimum.
Fantastic, all you. And I know there's a lot of people behind you as well on that committee. Thank you for all the work you're doing on it. For everybody else who isn't directly involved yet, please do jump right on the Sign Up Genius when it comes out. And in the interim, what you can do to help is it is up on the Arcata Sunrise Instagram and Facebook pages. Like it, save it, and share it. Work the algorithm so that it gets exposure. So it's something you can do in a matter of seconds and get it out there. And exponentially, our friends and families will see that and hopefully participate with their dollars and enjoy a great meal from our club. Next, I'd like to bring Ashley and her team back to the table. And if you'd like to, I can stop my screen share. And if you all want to have access to the screen, that's totally fine.
Well, I think that graphic's beautiful. Let's go ahead and leave that. Thanks, Ian. I
may have
appreciate
stolen
that.
that from your website.
Hey, it looks good. It looks good. I'm actually going to kick it over to Michelle Bento Jackson and let her take it away.
Thanks, Ash. Thanks, Ian. Again, everybody, good morning. I'm Michelle Bento Jackson, the head women's basketball coach here, and also a member of our C committee, which C obviously stands for Social Equity and Accountability. And first, just want to thank you for having us this morning. Thank you for playing the part that you've played to make our committee as successful as possible and providing resources for Tanya and Marco, who you guys will hear from in a few minutes. And mostly I just wanted to share that, so our RC committee, we started up, I guess over a year ago now, right? Kind of during COVID. And it was originally founded just to create and foster an equitable and inclusive environment in our athletic department. We do have a center on campus, which is called the Social Justice Equity Inclusion Center, which is a huge part of our university. And we really felt that after having conversations, we felt it was important and beneficial to have kind of our own committee and our own group within our athletic department so we could provide for our, not just our student athletes, but our staff and coaches as well. And really just trying to get conversations going again around diversity, equity, and social justice, and to provide support and resources to everyone in our department, especially those that are underrepresented. We wanted to provide sources for them. And so we've just kind of spent this last year just having some student athletes of a variety of different sports join our committee meetings to kind of hear from them, get feedback from them, their needs, their desires. Again, collaborating with our center on campus. We really felt that there was a kind of a disconnect with our student athletes just to be honest, just not being aware of what we have available on our campus to provide for them, whether it be the African American Center, the ITEP, LGBTQ, a variety of them that we have connected with and spoke to them all. And again, we're still kind of new. Where there's about 7 of us now that are members, committee members within the SEEK group, but we're on Twitter, we're on Instagram. You can certainly follow us there. Really trying to just expand and brand ourselves so everyone can become much more aware. But obviously just an extremely important committee. And again, we want to be here for everybody in our athletic department to give them the support and just kind of provide a safe space for everybody within our athletic department. So still kind of in its beginning stages, looking to grow and provide even more. But at this point, this is where we're at.
Can I jump in real quick, Michelle? Just a huge thank you to you guys. So not sure if membership knows, but you guys gave us the founding funds to create a scholarship. And so this scholarship you guys gave us $5,000 to found it, which is amazing. And now we got to grow it. And the goal is to give this scholarship out to 1 male, 1 female athlete per year based on their an essay that they write about social equity and accountability. And we kind of made it a discussion of their leadership and how they bring that to athletics. I think a lot of athletics scholarships focus a lot on their abilities, but they're here already. And our goal was to retain student athletes that bring leadership and understand the individual as well as their intersectionalities and support that in our department. And so Tanya and Marco here, as we bring them in, represented that and received that scholarship this year. So you guys were the sponsor of the scholarship. And again, thank you so much. So why don't we go ahead and Tanya, you wanna speak first? Wanna introduce yourself, let them know a little bit about you, maybe anything from your essay you might want to share?
Yeah, definitely. Thank you, Ashley. So I am a senior. I am a wildlife and a women's studies major here at Humboldt. My future, long-time dream is to become a wildlife rehabilitator. And I do see myself going into wildlife veterinary later on. I'm not going to rush into it. I plan to get experience first. But this scholarship helped me tremendously financially, alongside helping me reflect. When I was writing this essay, I was like, what am I doing? What am I doing for social equity and accountability? And I just started writing and I found it kind of easy, but at the same time, it was hard to reflect because I was I was just engaging with my internal self and seeing how can I remove my ego and actually engage what I'm here for, which is to learn and to engage with the learning. And part of that was through the community clubs and organizations that I've been a part of. So at the start of the pandemic, I actually started I want to say club, but it's not a club yet. I don't want to make it a club because it's kind of going to be something else, something bigger. It's called Bigfoot News. So it started with Zoom, and we just started inviting people from HSU, so students. Me and another individual. We just wanted to empower students to actually learn about other things that are happening around the world. So we call it bursting your bubble, getting out of your comfort zone. So we talk about events that are happening around the world. We talk about things that are happening within our own community. Alongside that, I'm also part of Ciencia para Todos, which means science for all. And that helps communities around receive translation work. So I myself grew up in the education system where they just handed me English papers, and I was just a Spanish reader at the time. So it was very difficult for me to retain that knowledge. So being part of Ciencia para Todos is so meaningful to me because I'm over here translating all of the scientific work, and I'm like, okay, this is going to be really easy to retain for this child, because now they don't have to think in their head, what does this mean? How can I use my context clues to understand this? They can just see the words and then see the English paper and make connections through that. And I'm also part of Promotor X, which is another program on HSU's campus that basically just organizes to help with the community. Right now, we want to uplift Latinx voices. So we are formulating ideas at the moment to see in what ways we can do that. I'm also part of another program called CUNA and Cooperation Humboldt, and that's also working with the community here in Arcata. Right now, I'm actually planning an October event for the Latinx individuals here, planning like a haunted house. I'm planning to have local entrepreneurs that are all BIPOCs. That way they can have a space to be seen, be spotlit, and have their businesses grow. Just formulate a community, a united community. And that's actually what CUNA translates to in Spanish. So Comunidad Unida, Community United of Del Norte, Arcata. And I'm also working with Trinidad Coastal Land Trust with translation. So on Saturday, I'm actually going to the bird migration event to help lead a bunch of tours filled with Latinx individuals and just help them realize that birds are awesome. And there's a variety of birds, and also helping them engage with like other types of events aside from just like being at home and being on the TV or your phone or whatever. And pointing out the river otters, pointing out other seabirds. It's going to be really fun. But that's just a little bit about me. Thank you so much.
All right, and Marco?
Hi, I'm Marco from Brazil. I'm a senior at HSU. This is actually my last semester. And I'm majoring in marketing with a minor in psychology. And after this, I'm looking to pursue soccer professionally. And yeah, I'd just like to say thanks for funding this. It's a great opportunity, I think, to get athletes involved and help start conversations that, you know, they generally do not naturally start. So yeah, thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Marco and Tanya, for sharing about yourselves. And at this time, we just want to answer any questions that the membership might have for us.
Maggie's hand is up.
Yes, hi, thank you. I'm really excited to have you guys here and that this finally came to fruition, that we could get this started. We've been talking to Juan Jose about the event that you're doing on October 31st. And so I wondered if there was any way that, or any needs that you had in terms of volunteers, if any of our club members wanted to connect and help out with that event. Could you tell us maybe, you know, how we might do that, or I can send you my contact information and you can let me know, because I know some of us would be happy to come out and do some of the, you know, heavy lifting or whatever stuff you need behind the scenes to help make it successful. And haunted houses are always fun, so anything we can do to help you with that. The question I had was whether the two of you would be willing to share your essays with us. And, you know, I know that they were personal and, you know, but you shared it with the scholarship team, and I was wondering if you would be willing to share them with us. And that was just my question. Thank you so much. You guys are great.
Yeah, so first of all, I would absolutely love volunteers. I'm actually trying to reach out to more individuals to help out with that. And I would definitely appreciate your contact. If you could give it to me, that would be so lovely. And I would definitely would like to share my essay with you. That would be no problem.
Fantastic. Ashley, would you mind making that connection? And we'll make sure to get the volunteer needs out to the club. John and Charlie, I see your hands up too.
Tanya, do you have translation services available for businesses?
Yes, I actually have my own little business of translation. So I do work with other organizations to do that.
Great. We'll get in touch.
Awesome.
Really quick, just want to interject. Marco, would you be willing to share your essay?
Yeah.
I think we skipped over you. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Excellent. All right.
And Charlie, did you still have a question?
Yeah, I was just going to say this might be a great time to involve Interact. If the president wants to send her email, that's the high school Rotary Club, and I know they're looking for things to do and to volunteer in.
Yeah, I was actually thinking about contacting you all. So thank you.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much. You know, I don't know if you saw my grin just growing as you're both talking. It's just so enheartening and inspiring to see, you know, students coming either who grew up here or came from far away, just fully embracing and becoming part of our active community and in service. And it's just, thank you so much. So we're very happy to be a part of this scholarship. It's definitely worthwhile, and I'm glad it's benefited you too as well. Thank you for having reached out, Ashley. I'm glad you're here with your team.
Thank you for inviting us. And I will shamelessly say, if you guys want to donate as personal donors, you can find our website at HSU Jax, and there's the C committee, and there's a link to donate to that. We will constantly need to be fundraising to make sure this can continue.
Good. Thank you so much. On to the foundation. You know, every Friday for our new members, if you remember, we have a once a month in-club auction. Guests and anybody who's on this call are welcome to participate, of course, but the reason we do it is to do our part to consistently fund what we call the Rotary Foundation. And the Rotary Foundation funds many, many efforts in the world to make life better for so many people. But in particular, I'd like to call attention to the fact that we are still 258 days in Afghanistan and 231 days in Pakistan, polio-free from wild polio virus. This year so far, and it's been a while now, 2 total number of cases of wild polio virus in the world. Last year, this date, we were at 112. We are closing in and this close to getting this done. Our target date is still on track for 2026. So thank you everybody who helps with the Rotary Foundation. Speaking of whom, AJ and Lisa have received in the mail, and I'll get these to you soon, and as well as the ones that we announced last month. Sorry, I haven't been out and about, but AJ is now a Paul Harris Fellow +2, and Lisa, I saw yours has a little red jewel on it. That's a +6. Thank you both for your ongoing commitment to the Rotary Foundation. The Paul Harris Fellowship is a way to recognize every $1,000 that individuals contribute to the foundation. Would you two like to say just a little word about what inspires you to keep contributing? Sorry to put you on the spot, but
I just think it's just, you know, helping everyone around the world, you know, in those different countries that are suffering, and you know, they don't have ways of getting things done as we do here in the United States, so it helps them.
And I've, I guess, done a little traveling around the world, growing up in some really impoverished countries, and I definitely can see a need for some resources. So I'm glad that I can do my small part in affect someone's life around the world.
Mm-hmm. Many small hands make great work happen. So thank you both and everybody who contributes. Nick, are we ready for this week's raffle? I know the pot is creeping up there.
Yep, the pot is $120, and we got a lot of entries today. So let's see who the lucky winner is. All right, Janice will be our first draw. Let's see. She's gonna win it big, and then she can buy something awesome today. Nope. So $5. I will pay you through Venmo, and let's see another one. Maybe somebody will be lucky enough to win this $120, and then they can buy an extra Final Friday prize. And Dick, of course, because Dick always plays every week. So he wins. All right. Oh, no. $5. All right. So you got half your investment back, and better luck next week. Maybe you'll get something good today and recoup your funds next week.
Thank you, Nick. Much appreciated. Okay, on to the auction. Just a quick check, spot check, mic check. We have Amanda and Brandon. I saw you come on. Thank you. Our illustrious auctioneers. And do we have, I know Terry is traveling and unable to connect this morning. Do we have somebody taking tally this morning? Maggie, you got that? Awesome. Thank you very much. Well, without further ado, let's all remember this is a selfless donation first. What you take home today is just sweet frosting on the foundation cake. So here we go. First item from Jeff Stebbins. Now, I'll qualify this, Amanda, before I turn it over. Jeff brought a great item last time, and it was just above our comprehension of how to grasp what a great offer that was. So he's came with another great offer, and I'd really like to see this go today. So Amanda and Brandon, maybe Jeff, you can tell us just a little bit about it, and we'll take it away.
Real quick, before we jump in, I just want to say thank you again for the support of the athletics department. Brandon and I are both athletics alumni. Brandon played football and I rode for HSU, and it's near and dear to our hearts and has definitely led to who we are today. So thank you very much. All right, Jeff, what do you want to tell us? Or Brandon, do you want to say anything?
No, I'd second that 100%.
Well, this is a golf package at Baywood Golf and Country Club. It's for 4 people and cart. And I was thinking that, Baywood is probably in the best shape right now as far as golfing. So if you like to go golfing, like to get a little walk in, however you want to do it, it's a great way to be out and just kind of enjoy yourself. Wonderful people out there as well. The second was I had just gone to Septentrion, and that's a little winery right across from the Hatchet House. And oh my God, it was absolutely wonderful. It's still good weather out. You can be out around their little outdoor fires, have some conversation, and a glass of wine. So that includes a $30 gift certificate just to get you started. If you haven't been there, if you haven't been to this business, go. It's great. It's wonderful. And they have a little food truck there called Nosh, which is wonderful food as well. So with that, you guys can start bidding. The value on this, I put it about $370.
$370. What do you think, Brandon? If we started start around 200, 300, go from there?
It'll work its way up. Yeah, I'm trusting you. I think we can get it up there.
Yeah, everyone's ready to go golfing, I think. And Septentrion is awesome if you guys like. I second Jeff on that one. It is an awesome place.
I've been there too. Same thing. Yeah. Good vibes.
Good vibes. Do we have any bids on this one? Everyone's quiet on a Friday morning, still digesting their morning. I think we have six items this morning. Is that right, Ian? I think I counted. There we go.
7. There we go.
There's 7 items.
We got bids.
Everyone's remembering where the chat buttons are. So we're.
I was just gonna say maybe they forgot how to do the chat.
Yeah.
And I've got to say, Tom, you've got to switch who you're messaging. There you go. Okay.
Thank you, Maggie.
Maggie's getting all the chats. Anyone gonna out?
I was wondering why no one was excited about his bid. No one saw it.
And of course, if you're on a device that won't access the chat, go ahead and call it out.
Yeah. All right, we got 300 to Tom. Going once. Going twice. I'm gonna sell it. 300 to Tom.
Thank you, Tom. Enjoy your round.
Yeah.
Next up from Cam, tell us about this special dinner from one of our favorite caterers here locally, Brett Schuler.
Cam on here?
Yep, Cam's muted. Here he comes.
Cam's muted. Oops. Yeah, there it is. He's going to be preparing that on the dates there. What is the date on that thing?
Looks like October 2nd.
The 2nd of October, yeah. And you go out and pick it up, and it's to take home. It should be just like every other great meal he prepares. So go for it.
For those that don't know, because we haven't had in-person catered events lately, Brett Schuler has participated numerous times at our fundraisers in helping us get great food out on the table for people. So Cam, thanks for making that reconnect.
Yeah, numerous times. I was just going to say he's always there, whether it's golf tournaments or at the Taste of the Holidays. And, you know, most of the time, I mean, pretty much every time he's just donating his time and his food. So he's a good guy.
Cam, is this a fundraiser for that?
Friends of the Dunes, yeah. So this is something I got from them. And so there's a contribution to them for this meal, and then this turns around and hopefully we'll get something out of it in our club.
And you can get this, and then you can get the Friends of the Dunes basket, and then maybe have a picnic on the beach with your salmon.
That's right. Yeah. There's a connected item later.
Yeah.
I don't know about that yet, but
looks like 75 from John.
We're at 75 from John. Do we have 85? 100? Oh, there's salmon dinner. Lori, there we are. Now people are getting into the spirit of it. We're all a little rusty.
Or they're just sending it to Maggie every time.
Yeah.
Maggie's choosing which ones she passes out to the public. See. All right. Ooh, 120. See, we'll just keep going up. 120.
Hey, Randy.
Let that one sit. 120 to Randy.
I see no reason why a person couldn't get that, go pick up the dinner and then go out and sit on the dunes and, you know, enjoy the evening. It'll be an early dinner, of course, but should be a good time to be out hanging out on the dunes.
Yeah, before the fog rolls in. It'd be nice.
Yeah.
Cam's our new auctioneer. He's painting the picture.
Exactly what we need.
Looks like Lisa hopped into the game.
She did. All right, 130 to
130. Yeah.
Once, twice.
I really think the value will uptick if Brandon practices his voice. You know, I feel like
I agree.
Are you talking about the auction voice? There we got a 130, 140, 140, 130, 130.
I don't know.
Can I get a 150, 150? Anybody? 150, 150, 150. Oh, I got a 140, 140, 140, 140. Anybody got a 150, 150? Going once. Going twice. 150, 150. Sold. 140.
We had no idea, Brandon.
You know, something just came over me. I don't know. My wife is looking at me like, what are you doing?
Let her watch.
It's Friday. It's Rotary Sunrise. This is what happens.
Fantastic. Stephanie, tell us about this one. This looks fun.
Yeah, I was just thinking I'm ready to get out and start doing things. So I might as well go grab some gift certificates to some restaurants and businesses in town and put together a fun evening for some folks. So I haven't been to Hatchet House yet. So I got a Hatchet for 2. It's for an hour, and then we're entering fall weather, which is my favorite, where it's still sunny but cold. And although it hasn't been cold this week, the Pho restaurant, if you haven't visited or eaten there, it is delicious and perfect for fall weather. And then Arcata Scoop. I haven't been to Arcata Scoop since before COVID. So I thought, man, that's a perfect place for dessert. So a fun evening out on the town in Arcata, if you're feeling up for it. There you go.
I refuse to speak anymore because Brandon's going to have to be doing his auction thingy.
I can't. I tell you
we
what,
got a couple already in there.
Yeah, there we go.
I feel like this one's going well.
I think we're fine on this one.
Yeah.
These are 3 pretty cool places, Stephanie, by the way. I can speak. The Hatchet House is pretty cool. They teach you how to throw the axe. So if you feel like I don't know how to throw an axe, I'll never hit the wall, you know, they'll be there step by step with you to get you going. So that's I'd say if you're scared of that, don't be. They're definitely there to help you.
They have lots of fun shaped axes, which is a fun feature.
They do. Yeah, I think there's like 4 or 5 different ones.
Yeah.
Be scared to find
Just don't go with Maggie. Is that a bid, Maggie?
Maggie, you had to read the slide. It says throwing with, not at a friend.
All right, I think we're good. 100 to Lori. Going once. Going twice. Sold to Lori.
Thank you, Lori. Thank you, Stephanie. Next, now, you know, I mentioned in the meeting announcement, there's some things you can't get anywhere else. If you don't show up to this meeting, you just won't find this. Greg, tell us about this. That's wow.
Yeah, so I'm on the board of the Eureka Theater and therefore have the keys. And so we will give a tour of the entire theater, which of course is in restoration. Let's just say that. So we'll start at what we call affectionately the murder basement, which is behind and below the screen. There will not actually be a murder there. I don't know that there actually ever has been. It's where the furnace is. And then we will continue all the way up and get a rooftop view of Eureka from the roof behind the projection room. And then I assume you have picked a movie. And we will show the movie for you. We'll get a couple of large pizzas from Live from New York, which is right next door. I'll a couple 6-packs of beer or soft drinks, whatever you really want, and we'll show the movie for you. You can bring yourself and 8 people. If you don't have 8 friends, we can probably round up some people off the street. That's an extra service. I assume most people here have at least 7 other people they want to bring. So we can do that subject to my schedule and your schedule, but we can figure that out. And, we have a pretty wide selection of this films because I can just show it right off of Netflix, off the laptop, onto the screen. So that's pretty cool.
Fantastic, Greg. Everybody remember when you were kids and you go to the movies and you turn to your friend and say, gosh, what if we had this whole place to ourselves and just our friends? This is it. This is it, folks. Here's the opportunity.
I have to say, I do volunteer work in there, and I have shown myself a few movies over the course of COVID where I just was in there by myself. That was kind of fun and weird.
Well, yeah, Brandon and Amanda, it looks like the bidding is off to the races. Hype it up.
I know. I just felt like it was just climbing its way up all by itself.
Oh, I was just going to just keep talking, Greg. No.
Well, it's a beautiful streamlined art modern theater built in 1939 by George Mann. You will also get an exclusive tour of the beautiful apartment, which people really don't know exists in the theater. It's currently in restoration. This is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath apartment with a beautiful sunroom, outside deck, very unique dining room. Everything's an oval. And it's being restored currently, and it will be available for visitors or events at some point once we get it done.
It just keeps getting better.
This is great.
It just keeps going up too. Everyone's imagining their experience with beer and pizza in a theater.
You get to choose your own movie. How often do you get to? You never get to choose your own movie. Never.
How many movies are there that you want to see on the big screen?
Every single one.
Brandon, why aren't you bidding on this?
I don't have any friends. No,
Brandon's up in Del Norte.
True. All right. Well, I think we're wrapping up the zone. So $350 to Ashley. This is your last chance for this experience. All right. Going once. I bet people have made these side deals where they're like, okay, now they're all friends.
Yeah, like what if Jeff and Ashley like came together and like, I mean, I don't know.
Well, we have a question. Greg, can you do 2 nights, both at $350?
I'd be willing to do that. Yeah.
So we are selling at $350 to Ashley and $350 to Jeff.
Wow.
Awesome.
So thank you so much, Greg. Thank you, Ashley.
I'm sorry I don't have my camera on, but my curlers are still in. And I'm just...
We'll accept that. Amanda.
All right.
Now is this conflict of interest? You're auctioning your own item? What's going on?
I'm not auctioning it to myself. So.
Okay.
I can pass it off to Brandon. I put together a little Jack's Experience fun basket around a family pass. So the big piece in here is that 21-22 family pass will get 2 adults and 3 kids into all of our regular season home games. So if we get to postseason, it won't get you into that, but it pretty much gets you into everything else: basketball, volleyball, soccer, softball. Those are the ones that you have to pay to get into. So that's a pretty cool experience. And then I kind of tried to set you up for going. So we got foam finger, a couple of t-shirts, a hat with our brand new logo. So for those of you who don't know, the Lumberjacks just went over a logo redesign. So we have a new logo, and so there is some throwback logo in here and some new logo. And then an umbrella for all your outdoor events and a water bottle to put whatever you want in it. So it looks like we've got it started at and 2 Humboldt masks at $100 for roaming.
I was just going to say, this is the new logo. So for those of you that have Humboldt gear already, you probably don't have this. So just saying, you want to add it to your collection.
Yeah. These won't hit the streets for a while yet, I think. Kind of creeping out into the real world. Got
really 150. Like
and I know those family passes don't come cheap. We're probably undervalued right now.
Oh, almost certainly.
Yeah, how often do you see a family pass for 2 adults but 3 children? I mean, that's...
I don't even know if we sell these. This is actually my personal one. So I'm...
See, that's where I was going with this. I think this is a...
This is a special thing. Yeah, that's true.
It's like Ian said, you can't get this outside of this.
Yeah. This is why we do Rotary, right? For the inside. We got the inside experience at the theater, and now the special Jack's Experience.
Yeah, what do you guys do at Rotary? I don't know, but every last Friday of the month, I'm getting good stuff. So
Maggie's gonna steal some people's children. You could dress your adults as children.
True.
We could be adults and just act like children.
There are a number of people in this group that I could take.
Holly's donating her kids. This is great.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Well, we got 150. Anybody want to go 160, 175? I mean, we got the family pass. That alone is probably worth at least.
Amanda said you could put anything in that bottle. Was that permission to bring anything in?
I mean, I won't sample your bottle.
Okay. So that's a covert HSU Jack's bottle, isn't it?
I mean, it's just a water bottle. I mean, it's a water bottle.
Of course.
So they're not like the crabs and make you like dump it out.
I mean, don't give me reason to start doing that.
Maggie.
Please.
just Maggie's bottle.
Yeah, no.
All right.
And we'll be the kid.
Kid juice. All right, going once. Going twice. 150 to Joyce.
Stop, Joyce.
Thank you, Joyce. Thank you, Amanda. Up next, yet again, can't get this anywhere else. Charlie, tell us about this experience with Charlie.
Sorry, I'm eating. I'm making an apple pie right now. So I actually do painting lessons, pour painting lessons. I think that I can't see any screen share. Yeah, so I do pour painting lessons. Typically they're $50 for an adult and then $60 for an adult child pair. So this is painting lessons for 4, any ages, doesn't matter. And I can bring all the supplies to a home or a park, indoor, outdoor. I have like paper so we can put it down, nothing gets messy, and you'll be shown 3 different really neat techniques. So it kind of shows them at the bottom. There's like, in the middle is like my favorite one. It's called like the lace technique. You can see like the black kind of makes like this lacy, lacy look over the colors. And then there's a dirty pour, and then there's this smoky effect that you can do with another technique. I personally love teaching lessons. I taught like, I think there was like, 9 kids. Someone actually used this. They did the lesson before Christmas, and then they let all their nieces and nephews give them as presents for Christmas to their parents. And so it was really neat. And so if you want to make Christmas presents, or you just want to learn how to create this like really cool technique, or like these pieces of art, or give it as a gift to a family, it's awesome. And yeah, I just love it. I love teaching it, and I always learn when I teach as well. And so yeah, each person will get, you'll see like, I think they're like 8 by 5 canvases. But yeah, each participant will get 3 different canvases to practice each technique.
I want to give Charlie, and anybody who hasn't figured it out yet, by watching her work in the community, Charlie is an artist extraordinaire. So, her enthusiasm for what she's doing here and teaching other people is definitely going to come through when you meet for your lessons.
It almost sounds like it's a 2-for-1. I mean, you get the experience and you have the possibility of giving it as a gift, or just taking it home.
You have 12 pieces of art, if I mathed it.
That's right. That's right.
There we go. That's what I was trying to get at. 170.
It's too early for math, Amanda.
We're making it. We're getting there.
200. Let's go.
I think people understanding that there's 65 days or so until we're supposed to, for those that do that, gift things to other people near the year end. So
I did hear that with all the supply shortages right now too, getting things for people for Christmas isn't going to be as much of an option. So this could be it.
You got to buy local. That's what they're saying. Buy local. Right. Don't buy on Amazon, which is great. Hey, Rachel, are you going to bring the kid in on this one? Is that what you're looking at? Seeing if you can get early artists going?
I think it's pour painting, not finger painting.
Well, you never know.
You can pick the colors.
That seems fair.
Charlie, I see a question popped up there.
Great idea.
Understanding it is a time commitment for our donors here, so it's okay if not, okay if so.
That's a question for me. I'm not in the chat, so.
The question is, would you do 2 of these sessions at $200 each?
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome. Thank you.
So we're selling 2, one to Rachel.
I think we're selling 2, yeah.
And one to Lori.
Awesome. So if you don't have my cell phone number, I'm putting it in the chat, and yeah, I'm putting it in the chat, and so you can just give me a call or text, and we can set a date. And my availability is pretty flexible on the weekends and evenings.
Thank you so much.
And if anyone's concerned, I am vaccinated and all that good stuff. So.
Thank you, Charlie. Another one from Cam. Now you got Amanda's cue earlier there that there was a tie into that salmon dinner on the dunes. Tell us about what's in here, Cam. That looks like some accoutrements to go with that dinner.
Well, I think it's all pretty visible there. The buff colored deal is a bag, a shopping bag, and it has on, I believe, the back of the bag has that artwork that is off to the right there. So it's a beautiful bag. Those stickers are kind of cool too. You might have something there for your put on your car or something. And then it comes with a couple bottles of wine and the Chev and the crackers. So, you know, this is a little starter for the salmon dinner. I think you picked these up a little earlier than the salmon dinner. I think that's the way it's set up there. I can't see the whole screen there, Ian, but so you could get started with that and then go over and get your dinner afterward.
Beautiful.
And I think this is our last item of the day.
I believe it is.
I believe it is.
Last chance, folks. Something for everybody here.
Getting on it.
I see there's even a little bit of Humboldt, or what used to be Humboldt, now Jacques chocolate, which happens to be the only local vegan chocolate that I know of. I know my daughter appreciates that. So you've even got dessert.
I didn't know that was vegan chocolate.
Yep. That's why they spell it M-E-L-K chocolate. It's not really milk.
Oh, milk.
Milk.
Word of the day. All right, we got 100 for Dick.
Can't tell you what the wines are, but I'm sure they're very good. Trinity River Vineyards.
Yeah, I don't know. So it's Kingfisher on one of them.
Kingfisher and Coho Red.
125.
Probably not salmon in the red, I hope.
125.
I think Brandon, you should finish us off with.
Oh gosh, here we go again. Randy, I'm waiting for you because I was going through the chat. I couldn't remember who got the dinner. So this one's for you, buddy. Okay, you ready? I'll just, 125. We got 125. Anybody got 135? 135. Anybody got 135? I got a 125. I got a 125. This is the last one of the day, folks. We the last one of the day. We got a 135. 135. Anybody? Randy, I'm calling you out. 135. 135. How about a 130? I got a 130. Anybody got 130? Claire's going to get it at 125. We got 125. Can I get a 135? 135. Can I get a 135 for a final Friday of September? Final Friday of September, 135. We're going to go once. Claire, we're going once with you. We're going twice. Sold. I can't do it.
You're amazing, Brandon.
That's amazing, Brandon.
You have a future.
Thank you for participating and for donating this morning. I saw a note in there. Charlie said, I feel like I get Lori time and Rachel time. That's another thing about this is often it's the connective experience that comes out of giving. So thanks everybody for participating. I have one thought for us today. You know what? Let's roll back for a second. Jessica, you told me you had something you wanted to say.
Yes. I just have a save the date for everybody. Last week, I announced that the fellowship committee was going to have a compassion meditation coming up in the next month or two. And so save the date. It's going to be on October 6th, and we will email out additional details and Zoom link and all of those sorts of things. So October 6th, we'll look forward to coming together and practicing a little bit of it's a really, really sweet compassion meditation that Charlie led us in a year ago. And so it was 6 months ago or so, and looking forward to resurrecting that because it was a really fun time. So thanks, Ian.
Do we have a time?
Thank you, Jessica.
It'll probably be like after work, like 5:30, I think. Right, Charlie?
Awesome. Thank you for sharing about that. And Charlie, thanks for helping our fellowship committee put that together. I'm told Dick may have the total amount from our auction today.
He put it in the chat. It looks like it's
$1,915, $1,950. Way to go, everybody.
Well done, everybody. Off to the Rotary Foundation. Never a dull day. Opportunities abound. Get yourself involved. Thank you, everybody, for being a Rotarian. Thanks for our guests for being here. Have a great weekend.